Hey, how's it going, everybody? Big Hoff, Murky Water Studs. I just wanted to give you guys a little glimpse of what I'm doing right now. So let's take a look. I just bought these. Okay, I picked them up from Walmart. They're LED. They're for the marine, so they're waterproof. Okay, they got a nice seal on the back of them. What I'm doing right now is just putting these in right here. Right on the side of my kayak. You can see I drilled the hole there for that one. And what I'm doing is installing these so I can have some deck lighting. I do some night fishing. So what I'm doing is I got my kayak on an angle. I'm running the wires right here through the hole. And then I got it on an angle so the wires go down the kayak. I don't have a lot of compartment areas. Excuse me. In this kayak. So I had to put it on an angle so the wires run downward because that's where I'm going to be storing my battery, which should be getting here tomorrow. I just wanted to get a head start on this so they were wired in. I'm putting one right here, as you can see. What I did was I just put some electrical tape across the top here. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep the light from shining upward to where I'm standing or sitting, so that way there it keeps the light down inside the kayak. It'll be bright enough to where it'll give me a little bit of light. I can see what I'm doing, but it won't be so much that it's in my face. I also have these little, where'd they go? Here they go. I got these little ones right here. And what I'm gonna do with these is I think that I'm going to actually put them back here where my rig is, somewhere like that. So that's just a little heads up. Alright, everybody, I'm going to show you guys how I'm putting these wires together. So what I did is I just measured out the wire. Right now I measured out where it is. I just measured out my negative, alright, for this other light on the other side. So what I'm going to do now is just take it, it's just 18 gauge, just put the 18 gauge in, give me a little bit of space, pop it. Okay, this is on the wire itself. So and I take my light. I've already split these. You guys can see that. So I just wide them out. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is just wide these out on the negative wire. I'm just gonna push them together in between each other. What I'm gonna do is rotate each side with each other so these wires wrap completely around each other. Like so. Okay. They're gonna come apart sometimes. You just gotta work them. So get one side working. We're good. Take the other wire, wrap it around. Alright. Now, are you going to say, hey, don't leave it like that? Yeah, I got it. What I'm going to do is I picked up some acid-free solder. And what I'm going to do, I'm letting it heat up right now. What I'm going to do is just solder them together. And then that way there it's got a good connection, and then I'm just going to wrap some electrical tape around it, and it should be straight. So just keep watching. If you guys got questions, go ahead and just leave them in the comments. I'll bring you down here so you guys can see. So I got my wires hooked up here, got my solder. This is warming up, just getting close to my hand so I can feel the heat. Still a little cool. Give it just a second. Make sure your wires are nice and tight around each other. I'm going to do the same thing with the positive wire. Just make a little Y. Push them together. Start rotating each side. Give them a good little twist. And then just with the solder, just rinse and repeat. And I'll see you guys when I'm putting the cables through the kayak. Alright guys, I'm gonna just take some electrical tape and probably about three inches long. Okay, pull it tight. What I'm gonna do is just take it, I'm gonna wrap it starting down at the bottom. And then I just wrap around my connection. If I feel like my connection isn't sealed enough, I'm not worried about water getting inside this hole. But what I can do is just put some more around it. I know I probably should have used heat shrink or something like that, but I'm pretty confident with this. And I'm pretty confident in getting minimal water, especially where these wires are going to be running into my kayak. So, yep, just about 3 inches. I'll pull it tight, and then I start my wrap pretty close to the wire, and then I just start wrapping around my connection. I try to make it as close as I can get so it doesn't bulk up, so I don't put a huge hole inside my kayak. to get these wires through. So I try to keep the tape as close as possible so it doesn't bunch up. I bunched up just a little bit there, but I can pull it tight right here. And then I just make sure that these are all good to go. Give it a good wrap. And then I'll see you guys when we're putting the wires through the kayak, alright? Thanks. Okay everybody, what I'm gonna do now is just take my wires and run them through this little hole here I got drilled into the kayak. I made the hole big enough so I can get my connection part through. I got my kayak on an angle so that way there, because I don't have very many compartments to access on this kayak, so I got it angled right now so that way there the cables go downward towards my front compartment. I just reach in and grab them out. So I ran the positive through first, gonna run the negative. Get them close to the same length, and then I do one connection at a time once I make it up to the connection point. Alright, over there. I'll feed this connection through first. It's a tight fit, but it works. Maybe. I had to take it out on the other side and drill a bigger hole. I might have to do that on this one. Let's see if we can squeeze that in there. There we go. Got that one squeezed through. The positive should be a little bit easier. There we go. Alright, now we got both in. Just line this up here where we want it. Look at my other side, make sure I got it the same height away from this track. Now these lights already come with a seal. They're already the light that's are sealed around the circuit, and they also come with a rubber seal that tightens down on the kayak. So I'll just take these screws, screw them down into the kayak, get it started. There it goes. The rubber seal is pretty tight, so the screw is actually screwing into the rubber seal on the back of the light. Okay, we got that side tight down, and now I'm going to do the other side. Make sure it looks level. I want my lights to be cockeyed. This is kind of hard to do on an angle, but you don't want the screws too tight. You can strip out your plastic that way on the kayak. So just hand tight enough to get it to where it's not going to move. It's got a good seal on there. No water's going to get back in there. If you want to, you can goop around it. I'm not too worried about it. This has got a good seal completely around the light. So. Yep, I'll see you guys when the battery gets here. Peace. What's up everybody? Big Hoff. I just wanted you guys to see the lights on. I got the battery. Picked it up from Amazon. 20 bucks, $19.99 plus shipping, whatever. It's a 12 volt, 7 amp per hour, 20 hour battery. Like I said, picked it up on Amazon. shipped here within a day. I was pretty happy about it. But let me get these lights turned off, and I'll hook the wires up to the battery so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, everybody. So I got the lights plugged in. As you can see, not a lot of light is coming up to the top where I sit or stand while I'm fishing. Okay, all the light is shining down into the cockpit, I guess you can call it, of my kayak where I sit. So I got the two lights right here in the front. Like I said, I put electrical tape over the top to keep that light from shining upward. Obviously, if I want to change that, all I have to do is take that electrical tape right off, and then it can be as bright as I want it. But I want it like this for now. As we move into the back, okay, these lights are a little bit brighter, but I wanted it that way. Okay, they're behind me. They're not going to affect me, looking off into the water where I'm fishing, which is in the front of my kayak. I put these back here for my crate, so I can see while I'm getting inside of my crate and whatnot. So the next step is I'm just waiting on some cables to come in and some switches. Once those come in, I'll be able to put the switches in on the kayak, and I'll be able to switch them on and off. But let me turn the lights back on. Like I said, the lights are in. I'm just waiting on some switches. Once the switches get here, I'm gonna be putting the switches on the right side, right about there. Either back here, probably it's a little bit more accessible for like drilling and whatnot. But that's where they're gonna go. I'm gonna have I'll probably put in 4 switches. I got a module coming in that's got a cigarette lighter, a voltometer, and a USB charger for my phone and whatever else I want to plug into it. I'm thinking that's gonna go like right here. I'm not sure though, because my fish finder's gonna go here, and I don't want that to get blocked by that display unit. So I'm gonna look at a different spot, but that's another video. Those are gonna be coming in a couple weeks. Once they do, we'll get them hooked up, and you guys can see. Putting in a nav light as well. The nav light's actually gonna go inside the existing pole holder. It's just gonna come up PVC pipe all the way up to a LED light. It's gonna be a 360-degree light, so you can see it out 2 nautical miles, according to New York state law. And once I get that in, I'll be able to night fish all night long, everybody. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy this. I enjoy it. I really want you guys' opinion. So if you guys could, please like, share, comment, subscribe. All right? See you next time.